the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Birmingham's a team down at St Andrews. We are all supporters of our team. We chanted Super Blues, ringing all around. Now all you blue boys know what we mean. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy.
Tumultuous, terrible traffic travelling to the Tilton Talk today. Tremendously, though. This totally, typically transparent, tantalisingly tenacious top team, tirelessly tapping tablets, transmitting, then timely terminating at 21 tonight. Tomorrow's Tuesday, Tony's tight team to Tonk Tim's Tinker Travellers. The tables are turning. They're tumbling towards terrifying, troublesome turmoil. Then Tangerine's travelling to town. Tipsy-turvy team talk. Try to tap in 3, then take the 3 to titillate the taste buds. Thanks.
We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? We have the Tigers tops here at St Andrews. They gotta give us what we're longing for. It's Birmingham forever, let's hear it from the stand. So come on city, sing this song once more. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day.
Monday the 2nd March, 7:30. Good evening and welcome to the Tilton Talk Show. Along with us tonight, the one and only Mr. Chris Pugh. Hello, sir.
Good evening, hello.
And Nat Peters.
Good evening, hello.
And friend of the show, Chris Brown, I think his name is.
Good evening.
Well, it's been a strange week. Sorry about all the teas to start off with, but it took me that long to write that I've got no other programme notes tonight, so whatever's going to happen in the next 90 minutes is going to happen, so hey-ho. Nat, what have you been up to this week?
Well, I've started a new job.
Started a new job?
I'm in Villa territory now, though, in Erdington, which, to be fair, at this time of the season...
I used to live in Erdington.
Oh, for poor you.
I was 6 at the time.
Yeah, but I think at this time of the season that could actually be pretty good, couldn't it, living in Villa Country?
Yeah,
The way
of course.
they're going,
The DVB relegation party.
I know.
Excuse me.
I'm getting the jelly and ice cream ready.
So what is the new job then, what are you doing?
Oh, just nothing too exciting, just working in office processing orders.
Okay.
I'm just looking maybe something better in the future, but it's just something to pay the bills at the moment. So it gets me to the blues as well, because it's 9 to 5, so don't have to work Saturdays.
Even better then, yeah.
Yep.
So I take it you'll be at the game tomorrow night then?
Of course.
Wednesday, sorry.
Of course, yeah. I won't be at the game
Shouting
tomorrow
your
night.
mouth off?
I wish I was in the Albion end tomorrow night.
Because you didn't listen to the show last week, did you?
No.
We were talking about you.
Oh, brilliant. What else are you going to talk about?
Because you were there at the game prior to that one, weren't you?
Which one was that?
The night game.
Millwall, yeah.
Yes. And then you turned around as you were singing and chanting and shouting and looking up at me, and then you just pointed as if to say, uh-oh. It was a funny moment. Surreal. Chris, how you doing, buddy? Chris Pugh.
Yeah, not too bad, thanks.
Nice one, my friend. What have you been up to?
Not too much, really. Worked the Blues Saturday, so
Yeah,
got involved in all that, so yeah,
that's with the
better
cake.
day.
All right, okay, we're going to resolve the bread issue this Wednesday.
Yes, we are, yeah. Should be the end of it.
We should be there. So we'll draw a line under that horrendous
Saga,
process. Yeah. And Mr. Brown, what you going on?
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Tremendous.
Yourself?
Yeah, all right, mate. All right.
Great stuff.
Well, all right. I've got a bad back if you want it.
Yes and no. Yeah, I noticed you walking a bit strange.
Yeah, nothing to do with the fact that I'm in with work clothes again.
No.
So what has your week been like?
So far, what are we on? Monday? Oh, it's been uneventful, actually.
One whole day in? Not uneventful. Can't be bad.
Completely uneventful.
Can't be bad. Right, okay, cracking win by the Blues a weekend.
Yeah, very good win against a side full of confidence. after their
Nick checks
demolition.
to see who predicted the win.
Well, I was going to message you this, Chris. And,
You did. I totally ignored it.
actually, it wasn't just me. It was yourself, Chris. You predicted a 2-1. Gabriel went for a 1-1. Chris Brown, you went for a 1-1. I went for 2-0. Docco went for 3-2. Kappa went for 2-0. And Obba went for 2-0 as well. But nobody guessed the Ipswich one at all.
No.
We'll leave
got
that,
the
shall
score, but not the result. The result, but not the score. Even. Yeah.
The thing about Saturday is it was very important to finally get a win, especially after last Tuesday and the previous Saturday where we actually scored a few. If you score 5 goals in 2 games, you expect at least a point.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
That's ridiculous. But at least we were scoring in them games, and that's a positive. So
just shipping goals for fun, though. It's just a problem.
Yeah. I don't normally talk about them across the expressway, but I'm going to afford them a couple of minutes tonight, and it's all looking poor.
Bloody-tastic, isn't it?
Should we be laughing though? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. They would be
laughing, cheering.
Morally wrong.
No,
not at all. Not at all.
I really
I'll explain myself to the Dark Lord when we're all at the gates of hell.
See, the thing is, right, is that when I'm working in the clubs and the Villa fans are in, they, if they won and we lose, it comes and gives me a little bit of banter and this and that. But I don't talk football at work, and I won't do.
Yeah.
But I do play the old Mr. Blue Sky and the Tamper quite regularly, just to watch them dance to it, as I've said many times. And Saturday night, same lad in, very quiet.
He's been silent for quite a while now, though, hasn't he? Like, they've been dreadful.
Now, we've just had some guy on Radio Woom, because that's mostly predominantly what they talk about is them from across the expressway that could well be a championship team next year. And this guy was on there saying that they're going to score 2 against West Brom on Tuesday and 4 against West Brom on Saturday. That's like half the amount of goals that they've scored all season, and they're going to get them in 2 games.
Not quite sure where he's
delusional
where they're getting
or what?
them from. But
Is that in the pre-match warm-up?
I'll tell you what. Look, obviously we'd like all to be back in the Premier League. Yeah, that's where we'd all like to be. Back in the day when me and Chris were little boys, it was a Midlands League predominantly, as we all know. So it would be nice all to be back there. But it is at last. I'm not being horrible here when I say this. It is actually nice to see the demise of that club from across the expressway.
That's true. It started off so diplomatic, and then you just threw that one in.
I'm not being funny, but in my lifetime, they've had more like great escapes than Harry Houdini.
1987, I think, was the last time they were relegated. Wasn't it? 1987, and
one of only 7 ever-present Premier League teams.
Yes,
so.
But I bet there's no other Premier League team
to be 6 shortly.
There's none of them other ever-present Premier League teams have had so many lucky escapes and God knows what, and things going for them when when they're about to go down. So, I remember a couple of years ago they were about to look like they were going to drop, and then Wigan went on that cut run, and that completely buggered up their league form.
Yeah.
I remember before that, I remember McLeish, if he'd had a couple more games, would have probably taken them down, and
you were saying,
so
Chris,
frustrating.
before the show that the next 3 games for them, and I know we're talking
that's
about
their
that,
season now.
But I don't mind talking about it when it's on when it's about their
for me, in my opinion,
in a minute.
Yeah, in my opinion, that's their season now. 3 games.
Next 3 games.
They have got a 3-game season now. West Brom at home on Tuesday night. Forget about the cup game; that's irrelevant. And then they've got Sunderland away and Swansea at home. For me, if they don't get 6 points out of those 3 games, they're gone. They've got Man United away, Man City away, Spurs away, and Southampton away to come. They've got Everton at home. I think they've got QPR at home and Burnley at home on the last day of the season as well. So even if they beat QPR at home and Burnley at home, those run of games in April,
if QPR can pick up some points and then do them, and put them down on that
even
QPR
a draw
game
against QPR,
we're at home. We're at home on that game.
Yeah,
right. I think St Andrews will be 4.
You're probably right. Yeah.
They'd have to go. I think they'd have to go on one heck of a losing run to go down there early, wouldn't they?
But it is their season now. These next 3 games, and it's as simple as that. They got rid of Lambert and brought in Sherwood so he could have these 5 games. the two he's already had,
Tim
Stoke
Sherwood.
at home.
It's starting to become Tim Sherwood nil as well now,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. Stoke at home and Newcastle away.
God, I'm rubbing my hands.
And then these three. They were the 5 games that they give him to keep him up, and he's lost the first 2.
I mean, it's an odd thing to sack Lambert when they did. I'm surprised if they were going to sack him. They must have known for a while that they thought he wasn't the man. Why not sack him before the transfer window, especially when Tony Pulis was available? It just seems bizarre.
Unless
Tim Sherwood's gone on record now of...
is this his comments today?
Yeah, he's making very silly
comments.
All Pulis has got to do is pin that on the wall.
Honestly.
What has he said?
He's come out and said
they're a nice little club.
They asked him, because he had the chance to join West Brom, so he said something based on the lines of, West Brom are a good little club, but I'm happy to be at a massive club in Villa. Now, it's a derby. It's a relegation,
Absolutely.
6 points. West Brom aren't safe yet. They'll want to win.
And one team is much better than the other.
Goodness me, what on earth are you doing saying that? Do you remember that our first season in the Premier League, when Melberg spouted off before the first game, and we did and then he spouted off again before the second game, and for me it's exactly the same thing. You think, what on earth must be going through your head that you make a comment like that at this time in their season?
I always remember when Steve Bruce left Blues, and I always remember David Sullivan coming out and saying, look, we've sold the manager for £3 million, and I think we got a better manager for relatively cheap.
Yeah.
We ended up going down and Wigan stopped up.
Yeah,
Saying things like that. You don't do it.
No.
It's just like,
But
it's tempting fate.
like Nick, you just said there, Pulis' team talk's done.
Yeah.
You just need to play that over and over again to those players.
Just pin it on the wall.
Especially
in
with
big
the likes
letters.
of Gardner and Foster in the side, who know what
exactly.
it's like.
Well, Gardner's a blue anyway.
Nobody's going to want to win more than them two.
Not at all. And it's going to be a really, really interesting week this week. Obviously, with that, and then their little
shoot 1-2
to the FA Cup.
Yeah.
I'll tell you
Hello?
what.
Win the cup game if we're all like it. Let them go. Let them have their little day at Wembley because
shoot 1-2.
So let them have their day at Wembley.
Long as the only thing that concerns me more than anything about the FA Cup game is that it's actually what's going to happen after that match. I can't believe the police have actually allowed what could happen. In that we're playing at Derby, which ain't very far away, and there'll be Blues fans who, because I know Derby away, it's like an alcoholic's paradise. It's like Christmas Day for someone like
2-2, 1-2.
It's going to be one of them where people are going to have a fair few. But there'll probably be Blues fans stopping in Derby after the game, having a few drinks whilst watching the Villa game. And the first thing they're going to do after that is jump straight on the train back, and they'll probably be pulling to New Street just as the Villa and Albion fans.
Because it's 5:30, isn't it?
5:30 kick off. I can't actually. The actual logic that the police have allowed that, it beggars belief.
I'm glad I live up that way then. Anyway.
It's actually I can't.
Now, you're into politics and all this malarkey, aren't you? Do you get to council meetings or anything like this? Or
I've been to the odd one. Yeah.
Could you ask them, right, when the fateful day comes?
Yeah.
If the Blues can have the square for a parade.
I've actually
that's a bit small,
I've actually had
having a massive celebration because
it's going to be. I'm not being funny. I can see it genuinely being a street party.
Well, they wouldn't let us have one when the council wouldn't let us have one when we won the cup, so I doubt they'll let us have one for that. I mean, I've actually talking just on that just briefly. I was actually speaking to a council the other week about why we weren't allowed to have a street parade when we won the Carling Cup. So, and he goes, look, all the people on the council wanted it because we realised what a most significant for us was, and we realised what a vote loser it was going to be if we didn't have one, but they just couldn't afford it. Apparently they couldn't afford to stretch to, I think he quoted me, £100,000 to hold it, which seems minuscule, relatively minuscule.
Is that, I take it that's for security?
Yeah, to high health and safety, putting all the barriers out. They couldn't afford the £100,000.
Yeah.
Do you quickly say hello to the person who's missing in this room? And that's GA.
Friend GA.
I am here listening to all this rubbish going on behind my back. I don't know.
We don't care. We'd do it in front of you. Is that why you're not turning up lately? You're just too embarrassed.
Well, Yeah.
Thanks for your honesty, mister. Right, okay.
No, I'm in the middle of moving house, is why I haven't been turned up, so everything's all upside down.
We've got a new Skype system, Chris.
Also, I had a bit of fun today because my son's been receiving lots of nasty texts, so I've been trying to get to the bottom of it. We did get to the bottom of it, and all I can say is, to the girl that wanted to give Isaac her telephone number, there's far better ways of doing it than that. There you go. So I'm listening to all the stuff that's going on, obviously, and it's a good job for you guys that Aston Villa's about. You'd have nothing else to talk about, would you?
Oh, we've got plenty to talk about, don't you worry. We could extend the show. Actually, we're going to put on a relegation party special Tilton Talk show.
So you really think you'll still get relegated? Okay.
All right. Okay. As a Villa fan, GA, seriously, what do you think your chances are of avoiding this drop that is going to cost your club a considerable amount of money?
I think there's a greater chance of the Pope turning Buddhist than there is of us avoiding relegation.
Really?
Really, yeah. Really. The players, there's just no confidence at all. And that's it. I mean, at the end of the day, they can't stick the ball in the back of the net, and you can't do that. You ain't going to win matches, you ain't going to score points, and you're going to go down.
Yeah, happens to all of us from time to time.
Yeah. One thing I'd like to say though, and this goes both ways really, there's something that Birmingham City fans should realise about Aston Villa, and as I say, vice versa, and that is that we are your greatest asset.
But you said vice versa.
Yes, absolutely, and Birmingham City is Aston Villa's greatest asset. There's half of sport and the passion and everything that comes with it is from having the people there that are your enemies, that you don't like, that you want to beat, you know? And without that, it's a bit flat, don't you think?
I hear and understand what you're saying, but when you use the word asset, okay,
I want to call it an asset.
What you've got to think of is whether Manchester United at home and Manchester City and Chelsea and Arsenal and Spurs and Liverpool are your greatest assets, rather than, no disrespect to any of these, Sheffield Wednesday, Huddersfield, Bolton, Fulham, Rotherham, Brighton away on a freezing cold February Tuesday.
Okay, well, let me put it this way then, perhaps to explain it slightly better. One of my great passions in life is Formula One, and I was.
Is that a face cream?
I don't know, but if it is, you need it. So, yeah, it's Formula One, so, particularly in the days of Nigel Mansell and Ayrton Senna, and I used to hate Ayrton Senna with a passion, and it wasn't until he'd gone that I realised that a big part of why I enjoyed Formula One was because of that sort of hatred, and that I want Nigel Mansell to beat Ayrton Senna, and so on and so forth. And I think that's why I call it an asset. It's an asset to have somebody around that close to you that you really don't get on with.
Yeah, I did. We kind of got the gist of where he was coming from, but sort of pointing you into the other direction. You know, would you rather be playing Manchester United on a Tuesday night in February, or would you rather go to Rotherham? And no disrespect whatsoever to Rotherham, whatsoever. You know what I mean?
To be fair, let's go to Rotherham. It's better. You get a better drink in Sheffield.
It's true. And you got more chance of coming out with all the full wheels on
up there.
Well, it's just they have the Sheffield Tap in Sheffield, which is one of the best pubs going. So you can always stop off there, otherwise someone like Rotherham.
Right. So this new Skype then, Chris, it's working well.
It's working well so far. I have to shout because I haven't got a mic.
That's okay. That's what you did.
You don't need one. Need one.
Yeah,
but can I just say,
I've got it fitted through my iPad type thingy, so and it seems to be working.
Okay.
People on hold now. We're going to go to another call in
can I just say to anybody else that comes in on Skype, turn your radio off when you come on, because I had mine on and it got a bit confusing at first. So turn your radio off. I'm going to go now and let the other guys come in. But
nice one, GA. Look forward to seeing you soon, mate.
Yeah,
You'll be a
North
bit closer to the
Service
bottom
will
next time we
week.
do.
I missed that. It's probably good. You take care, guys.
Yourself too, my good friend. Take care, mate. There you go,
Bye.
ladies and gents. GA, friend of the show. Villa fan and friend of the show. We're all smiling in here. Everybody, look, this is surreal. Like it's like, do you know when the Rowett Revolution was on and we were winning, and we were coming in and and we're smiling now because of demise. And I can tell. I was looking across the table at your two faces that you can't wait for the day.
I just hope it happens. I'm not counting no chickens yet because
No, not at all.
that many
No,
false starts.
there's 11 games to go in the Premier
Like
League.
I said,
think, isn't there?
3-game season. On the Tilton Talk show in 3 weeks' time, when those 3 games have passed, then
You bring in the cakes
we'll,
tonight.
Then we'll discuss it.
You can have carrot cake yourself. You know, it's fine. It's okay. Righty. Okay, so we've had 2 games then since last we met. Ipswich away. Won't talk too much about that one because it was a bit of a disaster.
No, I don't think anyone win, did they, Rand?
No.
I didn't.
No. But to beat Brentford at home, to playing against one of the top 7 sides, and to do really, really well in all of those games, has been a tremendous achievement. Couldn't have seen that happening under Lee Clark as we were. I think we were just so far down in the doldrums at that junction that we would have all but been relegated by now, and we wouldn't, be.
Would have been where Blackpool are.
Well, we wouldn't have been looking forward to the to the Derby days next year, would we?
No.
And I know we like to say not counting
Well,
chickens
yeah,
yet.
Warsaw, maybe.
But did you get to see much of the game, Chris?
Yeah, I saw fair bit of it. Bit of the second half. As we were saying at the start, for a side that have just demolished Blackpool 4-0 with 42 shots on goal, I think to come out and restrict them in the way we did, and perform the way we did was arguably our best performance under Rowett, in my opinion. To stop a Brentford side that are going well and are in the top 7 and have ambitions of getting into those playoffs, I think it was a really good job we did by the boys, to be fair.
The first thing I actually would say was I was surprised for a team chasing the playoff how actually poor Brentford were. I didn't think Brentford, but then again, when we played them at Griffin Park early on in the season, we should have beat them.
Well, I tweeted after the game, wasn't it 42 shots Brentford had the other night, and most of you were wondering how many they would put past us. Well, it was none. 0, nil.
They weren't
none.
great. They're not a great side. So I'll be honest with you, they didn't look it. We played well. Thought Rob Kiernan had a good game at centre half. I thought the only real downside was what Stephen Gleeson did, which has got to be one of the daftest things I've ever seen. Right, I mean, if you're going to stamp on someone, ideally you don't stamp on someone in the first place. You can do it. Don't do it 2 yards away from the referee.
You don't do it.
It's just don't do it. First of all, don't do it. I mean, that's ridiculous.
I know he's apologised, but now we've lost him for 3 games. That's a straight red, and we've lost him now for 3 games.
But we have brought that Forest player in now on loan. So
Can't pronounce his name.
Robert Tesher.
Robert Tesher. You were saying he nearly broke the bar.
He played at Forest in late December, and we won 3-1. But he had a shot from about 35 yards, and I'm literally the crossbar was vibrating.
The only time you break the bar is when you're leaning against it.
But no, I think he's it'll come straight in for him. Probably, I wouldn't be surprised if it was a straight swap with Tesher coming in. So it's another body. It's
very good
more
player.
Gifted than Gleeson, would you say?
Well, from what the Forest
gifted.
fans were saying, they were saying he's actually a very good player. So
yeah,
it's a strange one.
Alongside Davis, they might complement each other pretty well.
And Morrison's not far away now, is he? He's going to be knocking on the door pretty soon as well. So
you'd have thought with the way Kiernan played, he'd come in with Kiernan.
The Spectre wasn't exactly brilliant on Saturday.
Nice to see actually Kiernan having a really good first game. Quite often they'll come in for the first game and they're a bit lethargic, they're a bit this, that, but he really got stuck in.
It was nice, like Nat said, after conceding 4 in both games before that, to keep a clean sheet and be a bit more solid. I think that was Rowett's main ambition, to be fair, to just shore up that defence.
And certainly seems to have done that. So Gleeson banned now for the next 3 games after his sending off for serious foul play, as it was. He looks quite. I've seen a picture of him here. He looks quite surprised that the referee showed him a red. To be perfectly honest with you, but
probably just surprised that he's actually gone through with stamping on it in front of the ref.
What's that one say, Chris?
At the Birmingham Fan.
Birmingham Fan Talk.
The
Yes,
Facebook
I know.
page.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So we're Skyping again, are we, Chris? Okay. We got Chris Mitchell with us. He's joining the show for the first time tonight. We'd like to welcome Chris. He's from the Birmingham Fan Talk Facebook page, and over 800 members in the first few days of it, which was pretty impressive. Hello, Chris.
How are you doing, mate? You all right?
I'm absolutely fine, and Dan, you good self?
Yeah, man, I'm good. Just got back from work, man. Chilling out on the radio.
So,
How fun?
what do you do for work then?
I'm a welder, mate.
A welder.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But more to the point, this group is absolutely fantastic. We got 1,190 members already.
How many? Sorry,
With celebrities. We've got Paul Devlin, Tom Ross, David Birmingham, and Glyn Purnell, with many more to come.
There are many Facebook pages, and I'm members of quite a few of them. Some of them are a bit naff, shall we say? But I do like the look and the feel of yours and how things seem to be going with it as well.
Yeah, of course, mate. You've got to keep it active at the end of the day, innit?
Absolutely. And
I mean, like, I first started off, like, I was on this other page, Sky Bet Championship. Great laugh, like, mock other fans and whatnot, but they keep getting involved in your discussions about the club. That's
Right.
what started it. I'd like to just talk to Blues fans about it. That's what I started it, do you know what I mean? Because I
Okay,
was
so
sick and
how
deaf
long
of
has it
getting,
been
like,
going now,
Wolves
Chris?
fans joining him. You what, sorry, mate?
how long's it been going?
Oh, about 11 days, mate.
11 days, and you've got 1,100 members already.
Yeah.
100 members a day. Pretty well done, mate. Well done. That's a nice.
Oh, it's alright, man. No, it's part of my admin team as well, like Alistair Smith, Thomas Stanley, Aaron Galliers, Daniel Ward and Cameron Sinnott, top people, mate. They've advertised the group well.
Good.
So it's all good. What do you think about Blues on Wednesday?
What do you think about what's going to happen on Wednesday?
Well, okay, yeah. There is the impending return of the tipsy-turvy manager, Lee Clark.
Yeah, I'm actually worried about it, man. Just
Well,
because
to
of
be
that.
perfectly honest with you,
That's what does my head in. When we expect to win games like this,
I
we struggle.
don't think there's any.
So I'm
expectation that we're gonna win. Obviously, we do want these 3 points, and I think this is a
Yeah, it's
point in our
massive.
season now.
Massive. If we win that, I think that's guaranteed safety.
Yeah, pretty much so. Yeah,
I think we're safe anyway, to be honest. I think that they're all gone in that bottom three.
that's absolutely where we want to be. We want to be in that position. Look, we're not going to go up. We're not going to get into the playoffs.
I don't want to go up, not with these.
No, it would be
like
tremendous.
people in charge, you know what I mean? Because they would just earn loads of money from it, then they would never sell us. Then they got like money from the Premiership, and we'd be an embarrassment, mate. We'd be worse than Derby.
Yeah,
We'd be spending nothing, selling any talent we do get in the Premiership. We'll just get. Then they get the parachute payments, don't they? If you get relegated.
absolutely. Yeah. I take it you go.
So
on
they're
Wednesday,
laughing,
Chris.
mate. So if we go up, it's wrong for us.
Are you going on Wednesday?
Nah, mate. I live in Great Yarmouth, I do.
You live in Great Yarmouth.
Yeah, that's why I like to set it up, man. Because I don't hear much. I don't see much about Blues now. It's always Norwich.
Yeah, they're on a good
So,
run,
like-
aren't they?
Yeah, it's buzzing at the moment around here, mate. So after yesterday,
So what moved you out to Great Yarmouth then, dude?
better lifestyle, mate. Live by the beach.
Nice
What
one.
more do you want?
Well, you could always get a bucket of sand and put it up the Birmingham High Street.
But yeah, I do miss the Blues, mate. I do miss going there. I was going all the time, mate.
Yeah,
Every week.
I mean, I live about 50 miles from where the studio is, so like I'm about 47 miles from the football ground, and that's an hour and a half's journey on a match day. I should be making the journey in on Wednesday. We'll get the tickets organised a bit later on tonight. Probably tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm coming back for the Wolves game. I am. That's my aim.
Okay, so
Coming back for Wolves.
how long are you staying over here for?
I'll just come up for like a few days, man. About 3 or 4 days.
Well, if you're here over the weekend and here on the Monday, then you'd be more than very welcome to drop in.
Oh yeah. Well done.
All right.
Where is it?
Okay, so I take it then you'll be on Twitter and listening out for any kind of links or the likes for the games,
Yeah, of course.
or do you get them on Blues Live?
Well, I've got basically Alistair Smith, one of the admins. He goes to the games and does live like commentary kind of thing.
Okay.
Puts pictures up. So go on the Birmingham City Fan Talk. You get live updates from the games. That's how good it is.
There you go.
I mean, this man does a very good job. He literally is on the phone every 2 minutes. Better than what I expected.
Brilliant.
He does a good job.
All right then, if there's anything that we here at Sports Radio can do for you and your good site, my friend, let us know.
Alright, sound.
All right, nice to talk to you, Chris. Take good care.
Oh, you too, mate.
Thanks,
Up the
buddy.
Blues.
That's Chris Mitchell there. You go from the Birmingham Fan Talk Facebook page. Do join it if you haven't done. Right, okay. Blue Arbor says he's got a caravan outside Great Yarmouth. Maybe meet up for a drink, Chris. So there you go.
No, there you go. Can't be bad.
Can't be bad. Going back to Tesh, or whatever his name is, Forest fans are saying he's good for Blues. Greek Blue Nose says thanks for the 6 points. That's from JK. And has anybody read the A Time of Change in Made in Brum?
No.
No, nor me. I haven't.
That's the one I was talking about earlier. Basically, guy who I'm not sure if he wanted to be named. I'm not sure he wanted to be named on the article because I think he's put his name to it, but he's basically said that we could have new owners in the next month. Whether I believe it or not, I don't know because I've heard so much about this now.
Well,
I'll give up.
We could have new owners within a month. We could have.
We could have them tomorrow, potentially. I mean, I just.
We also were saying this 3.5 years ago, weren't we, Chris?
Yeah, we were.
3.5 years ago, we probably got the podcast somewhere saying, oh yeah, okay, 6 weeks down the line we were sold and this, that,
seeing is believing.
It could take us another
seeing is
3.5
believing.
years. Or, again, as we were chatting prior to the show, it could even be that Ernst & Young have come in with a different kind of agenda, not specifically to sell the club, but to wheedle out a certain individual who's got 29% of the shares.
I don't even. As I was saying earlier, it actually has gone over my head now what it all means. I mean, I know the implications are that now the administrators effectively run BIHL, which means they effectively run the club, or receivers, whatever you want to call it.
Don't mention that word for God's sake.
No. We don't.
Don't mention that word.
Whatever they are, whatever they are.
You know what's going to happen tomorrow now, don't you? Tuesday.
The Football League will be on us.
Terrible Tuesday.
Yeah.
Whatever they are.
Peter said they're administrators, so we're knocking you 10 points.
The voice of doom.
whatever they are, whatever they're called, like I'll call them fairies if you want, but I know that they now effectively run the club day to day.
Yeah,
I know that effectively.
Well, they run
BIHL,
yeah, which means
the club is self-running, really.
But being as they are in control of BIHL, the single asset of BIHL is Birmingham City. So in effect, from on high, they do oversee the running of the football club.
And we've had the speculation before, and we'll have it again. But as I say, it could be that we have new owners in a month. It could be that we have new owners in 6 months. It could be that we're in this position talking about this in another 3.5 years' time. We simply don't know. That's the fact of it.
I think we wait till, if you're a potential owner, if you're a potential investor, and you want to own the club, you want to know what league you're going to play in. So, as we're technically not 100% safe yet, I think once we're mathematically safe, and we've got our championship status assured, and then you might see a bit of movement.
Blue Harbour's saying if there's anything is going to happen in the ownership world, then it would normally happen after the Tilton Talk show's been on, which is absolutely right. We were just saying, the last few Tuesdays have been Tuesdays seem to be a hotbed of news from Hong Kong. Is that their start of the week, do you think?
Weekly updates on Tuesday morning from the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. Yeah.
But it's actually quite annoying because, by the time we then get round to it the following Monday, it's old news, and we can't sort of.
We'll have to change to a Tuesday night.
Yeah, Decco's calling it the Kiss of Death show, I think. Isn't it? An old friend of the station there.
Who's this?
JK.
JK, hi, Channel K, and hi, JK. Right, another thing, Capo, if I could ask you to send me a couple of the bracelets over, the ones with a KRO and the other one that you put on the Facebook page the other day. If you could do that for me, then I'll leave the money here with Christopher.
We can have a chat to him after half time as well.
Perfect. Skype,
yeah, we'll have a chat to him, and we'll have a chat to our friend Doco, I'm afraid.
Right, okay, Doco was after 20 quid. What's all that about?
Oh, will you help me out? We did some testing this afternoon on this new system we got going with the Skype and that, like. So he helped me out. So now he wants paying.
He wants paying.
Cheeky son.
What's it going on about, man?
Cheeky
Not good
son.
enough. Not good enough. Right, okay. What kind of reception is Lee Clark going to get on Wednesday?
Oh,
Again,
I
the
love him.
smiles all round.
I love
What's
him.
going on here? What kind of reception?
I think they'll throw down rose petals myself.
Rose petals.
Rose
You're gonna
petals,
go
yeah.
Blue
Red
and white
carpet.
rose petals.
Red
From the
carpet,
tunnel
yeah.
to the away dugout.
Yeah. And yourself?
God of honour.
Well, I personally will applaud him,
Okay.
but that's just me.
But then,
You won't
after
be
you've
on your
applauded him,
I might be on my own doing that. I don't know. I could be with. I don't know. I honestly don't know what kind of reception he's going to get.
but
I
having said that, when you're applauding when the managers are walking out, nobody's going to notice, are they? Because we're all applauding because our gaffer's walking
true.
out anyway. But if you do if you afford some of that applause to Lee Clark, then that's entirely your prerogative.
I don't. I think he'll probably get some stick, but I don't think it'll be anything like what McLeish had.
No.
It won't be anything like
I was
that.
watching the YouTube videos, I know it's horrible, but I was just laughing my head off. It was so funny. It was 90 minutes worth, wasn't it?
Well, the thing is, McLeish kind of McLeish left straight after that game, didn't he? I'm convinced he'd have probably gone before that game had he not known it was us. I think if he knew that if he went before the game, he'd be seen almost as like carrying away from it, didn't he? So he wanted to face up to it. If he wants to go back to English football, he had to do it at some point. So he thought, might as well get it out of the way when I'm about to get sacked anyway. But no, Clarkey, I'm going to applaud him.
Right,
I don't see why people would boo him.
right.
Because I know he might have been a bit dim, he may have been a bit limited, he may have got a few things wrong, but the heart was in the right place.
Yeah.
The effort was there.
The effort and the ethics and that they were
He
all there.
just couldn't get it right. But you can forgive that, or I could forgive that. Well, that's just me.
Yourself, Chris?
I'll be very busy.
I know, but let's assume that you were sat
So
in.
I'll be doing nothing.
But let's assume that you were sat there as the teams come out.
I don't know. You can't. I don't see the point in booing him. I don't see the point in booing him. You know what he did. You know what he. You know what he
We know
was.
what he did, and he got it wrong.
Exactly.
You know.
You know.
He came with good intentions.
He came with good intentions.
He didn't come
and we didn't
lose
get relegated under
We
him.
didn't get relegated under him.
So, and he left at the right time.
Well,
So-
he was sacked, wasn't he?
Well, yeah. But that's what I mean. He wasn't allowed to do any more damage to us. Let's say this season than he was doing. So, I think you just leave him to it. Let's face it, he's a League One manager now. So,
And a bad one.
Well,
That's the thing. Do we need to rub any more salt into the wound?
exactly.
Because
Just let him.
the only
let
salt
him
that we
get
need
on
to
with
rub
it.
into the wounds on Wednesday is by taking the 3
Oh,
points.
and we will. We will.
And, you confident of that?
you're very
I am,
confident.
honestly,
I don't know.
I'm so confident.
I know somebody in
about
this room who isn't very confident.
I know a lot of people who aren't. 3 people who
Chris
aren't.
Pugh, what is your prediction for the Blackpool
Yeah.
at home game?
I'll go. I can't even see him scoring 2-0.
2-0 to Blues.
Yeah.
And attendance.
Or a night game. 14,900.
14,900. And don't forget to put yours up on the shout box if you could. No.
Right. Well, they're the worst team in the league by an absolute mile. They're going to get relegated. They're going to bring about 50 fans with them. It is absolutely nailed on that we're going to lose.
Go on.
I'm going to go for 2-1 Blackpool.
Really?
And attendance.
14-1-2-3.
14-1-2-3. And Mrs. Brown.
I'm going to go for a 2-0 win Blues.
2-0.
Yeah.
And
14,312.
14-3-1-2. Channel K is going to 1 Blues. 15-2-3-3. 3 and 2-1. That's Capo, yep. And for me, now I got the Ipswich one very wrong.
Yes, you did.
I don't mind. I do, actually. Do.
You spent about 5 minutes telling us how cheerful you'd be if you were the one who got it right.
I love being
You couldn't
put
have got
down.
it more right.
Cracking. Right, okay. Blackpool at home. It has got slippery all over it, hasn't it? Because like we lost to them up at theirs.
On a quagmire of a pitch, though.
But they're playing on a relatively smooth surface,
Yeah.
which we can
After
play
we
on.
just beat Brentford.
Yeah, I'm going to 3-0 to Blues, and 14-8-1-4. Okay.
We've talked about how the Blues fans will react to him. No one's really talked about how he might behave towards us. What do you reckon he'd do?
In respect of, if he got a good reception, he would. I think he would just clap back and take his seat and be done with it. If he got a poor reception, I think he would just be heads down and take his seat and not react at all.
But do you reckon he'll try and maybe take the prerogative by waving at people? Do you reckon he'll try and...
I think, to be honest with you, any football manager is a little bit more professional than that, and I think that they've got a bit more common sense not to come to St Andrews.
I don't think he's got the personality to do that, to be honest.
No, again, I saw his interview on the Football League show.
Same again,
he
wasn't
looks
it?
so dead beat. He looks, looking down and this and the other, can't look into the camera.
With this position he seems at the moment, you can't expect him to be jumping cartwheels.
He's still talking.
But there's still a way to do it. I think.
Yeah.
There's still a way to portray yourself and your football club. Yeah. You don't just portray yourself when you're a manager and doing an interview. You're portraying your football club as well, and that's what I didn't like when he did our interviews after we'd lost.
I'll be honest with you, the interviews with any manager never really particularly bother me, because they're all, to be honest, 95% of post-match or pre-match interviews are all geared towards a manager's agenda anyway. They'll tell you what they want us to hear, and they'll leave out what they don't.
I don't know. I think Gary's pretty straight to the point. With okay, we lost that one. We took it on the chin. We've got to go out and off we go.
It's a very cliche response, that is, isn't it? That was Lambert's classic one, wasn't it? We have to pick ourselves up, dust ourselves down, and go again. A lot of managers do say that if they lose, but I think it is just the way you come across. I mean, you look at the criticism Man United have had over some of Van Gaal's tactics and things like interviews. So.
Interesting debate there. All right, okay, we'll find something now to talk about after the show, because I've got no programme notes today, none whatsoever. This is all ad hoc, ad lib. Chris, can we take the half-time break, please, and see you in about 3 or 4 minutes.
Here we go.
Sun is shining in the sky. There ain't a cloud inside. It's stopped raining. Everybody's in the play, and don't you know it's a beautiful new day. Hey, running down the avenue, see how the sun shines brightly in the city. On the streets there once was pity, Mr. Blue. Sky is living in today. Hey, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky,
you, what more can we say? Birmingham's the team.
And a huge welcome back to the Tilton Talk Show, here through till 9 this evening with Chris Brown, Nat Peters, Chris Pugh and my good self. Chris, we've had a new addition to the Birmingham City Hall of Fame today. Tell us all about it, my good friend.
Yeah, it was announced last week that Karen Carney will be introduced into the Blues Hall of Fame, the first female to do so. Fantastic recognition for
Absolutely
her.
Brilliant.
A really nice thing for Blues to do. 100 caps, 100 international caps. Alright, it's the female game, but when's the next time a Blues player's ever going to achieve 100 international caps? So it's a great reward for her, to be fair. For a club she loves so much, to have that bestowed upon her is a great reward.
Brilliant, really pleased for her, because I know she puts her heart and soul into the Blues.
Yeah, and she signed a new contract as well. So
And you thought she was going?
I was absolutely 100% convinced she was gone. So I'm more than happy to apologise to her and hold my hands up and say,
Have I got this
"Thank
right? We haven't really sold anyone, have we?
No, we've Hanneke Jacopoulos hasn't renewed her contract. She's a Welsh striker. She hasn't renewed her contract.
That's
I think
going to save
more
the kit manager, though, isn't it? Like putting her
yeah. It'll help the Tannoy bloke as well, because they always get it wrong. But I think that's more personal reasons than football reasons. So she hasn't renewed her contract.
Yeah.
But that's only one, and we've brought in two. So compared to previous
I
seasons.
didn't know this is breaking news. Doco apparently went to the same school as Karen Carney.
That
a few years before,
unbelievable news. That is.
Ever thought it would?
That's
You
never
crazy
thought
news.
it.
Probably 30 years before.
Yeah. Was Doco the janitor?
Doco was there when they had abacuses.
Still got his
Such a
slate.
Doco. Yeah, slate and a piece of chalk and an abacus.
Oh, I love it.
Right, the cup fixtures have also come out. Have you seen them yet?
Yes, Continental Cup fixtures released. 3 groups of 6 among the top 2 divisions, WSL 1, WSL 2. They're the same groups as last year, actually. So we've been drawn with fellow WSL 1 sides, Bristol Academy and Notts County. A bit harsh on us, actually, because both of those games are away. So we've got both of the WSL 1 teams away from home. But and the other teams are Yeovil, who we play at home, Oxford United, who we play at home, and a tasty little away trip to Aston Villa, ladies.
Oh, I tell you what, last year, because we were there last time, weren't we?
Yes, we were.
Last May, yeah, we were.
That was one of the funniest nights I've had in a long time. It was just that poor linesman.
Lines were getting stiff. I'll tell you what, I've never been so drunk afterwards as well.
He took it.
Was that?
The one we won 2-0.
Absolutely,
My lord! Me and a few mates, we had a rock. We went because we were so happy that Blues had. I know it was ladies football, but we won the derby.
Yeah.
We got absolutely hammered. It was great.
Yeah. So got another one of them to look forward to. So hopefully, there's they've introduced last year and the years before that. They just went straight to semi-final stage. So it was the top 3 teams plus the best second place team. But they've introduced a quarter-final stage now, so
Brilliant.
It'll be the top 2 plus the best 2 third place teams go through.
What do you get for winning the Continental Cup? Is it European football? Do you
No,
you
it's
don't.
just a trophy. Yeah. There's no extra recognition, unfortunately.
Excellent. So well done to Karen then, and she signed a new contract, and it's all gearing up now, ready to start, isn't it?
Yeah. Her, Jade Moore, and Joe Potter are currently in Cyprus with England for the Cyprus Cup. Kirsty Linnett is away with the under-23s, and she scored an absolute belter the other day. If you get the chance to see it,
it's on YouTube.
Yeah, there should be FATV or something. England women under-23s against Sweden. She scored an absolute screamer, so it's great for her as well. And there's a few players involved in the under-19s as well. So England recognition all the way down.
But on paper now, Blues have strengthened, so
Yeah,
there's no reason why they can't go for it again.
And knowing the girls and speaking to the girls, they are more determined than ever and more confident than ever. And
if you ever get a chance to have a word with David, ask him if he wants to come in on a Monday night. He's
yeah,
very welcome.
well, I mean,
welcome.
they train on a Monday night until 7, and that's at the Moors. So,
all right.
if
Well, that's
you
only
know,
up the road then, isn't it?
so
Yeah.
if it's I'll see if any of them can come down straight after.
Do that by all
So,
means
yeah.
for us. Yeah, it'd be a pleasure, an absolute pleasure to get the ladies in.
Yeah.
Because the ladies obviously don't, they don't get as much talk time.
No.
Certainly on here, or or anywhere else as the blokes do. But we do our bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Before we move on, I'll just bring
Very
Capo
nice
in on the
ladies, friends of the show.
conversation.
Capo, greetings, my good friend.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm alright.
Good
Yourself?
man. And your week, what you been up to?
Well, not a lot really. It's been very, very boring, to be honest. I haven't done much.
Boring. Blues beat Fulham the weekend. How could it be boring?
Brentford.
Well, I've got used to us doing
Where did I
that.
get that from?
West London.
Yeah. You what, sorry, dude?
The last time we played Fulham was a very good game, I'll tell you that.
Can you sort them 2 bracelets out for me, young man?
I can sort you out 2 bracelets if you message me what you want on them. I can do that for you.
Whatever was on the 2 that you put on Facebook. Do
Okay, cool.
me 2 of them.
Cool.
And then I'll,
We keep saying young Capo.
he's not so much young. How old are you now, young man?
I'm 14, 15 in June.
Still young. Still young.
Wish I was
June
15 again.
June the 20th if you want to get me anything. Just saying.
No, it's alright.
All I'm going to say, Capo, is
Actually, it is the thought that counts.
all I'm going to say, Capo, is enjoy it because I wish I was 15 again. A lot less pressure when you're 15 and when you're 22. Put it that way.
Oh, God, blimey, I'll get these lot in here.
Well, I tell you what, I was going to play back last week. I was going to play back the Andy Walker interview, and my voice just sounded awful, so I just deleted the clip completely.
You shouldn't have done that, mate. In 30 years' time, you'll be thinking, I wish I still had that clip.
I'll edit my voice out and just keep his.
Right, okay, what you got coming up then, young man?
Well, me and Chris had a word last night, hoping to get some Channel K t-shirts coming out soon.
Right.
For anyone who listens and they might enjoy the show, so they might want a t-shirt if you want. So yeah, that'll be interesting. Got a couple of shows on the way as well, including Connie Talbot. Hopefully we can bag an interview with her in a couple of weeks' time.
Capo, can you explain to Nat who Connie Talbot is?
Yes. Connie Talbot went on Britain's Got Talent at the age of 7 in 2007. She got to the final of Britain's Got Talent and she came second, but she was with Simon Cowell's record label. Then something happened and she got kicked off it. Well, not kicked off, they just released her. And then she went on for a bit doing YouTube, and she's got, I think it's something like 700,000 followers, subscribers on that. And she's just grown as well. She's just bought, well, obviously she's grown. And she's brought out 2 albums recently as well. And
Now you know.
and I do speak to her quite often. She actually did do that cover of Mr. Blue Sky just for this show.
Is she a blue nose, Capo?
No, she's not a blue nose, but she did that just for this show.
I'll tell you what.
Claim to fame?
Oh, I've got goosebumps. I really have. Look at that. Look. You can see that on radio, can't you?
You can tell that.
He's actually quite a good bird.
It is a very
I like
good
it.
version.
I do like it.
I'll be honest with you, though. Actually, first person I actually thought it was Lily Allen. If I'd had to guess.
very similar voice,
If I'd
yeah.
had to guess, I'd have gone Lily Allen. But
Yeah, you know Lily Allen is, don't you?
Not really,
No, I didn't think you would know, mate. You just
Too
sat there
old
with a
for
blank
all
look on your face.
what's no Lily Allen?
Are you going on Wednesday, Capo?
Hopefully I am, yes. I'm looking forward to it. Back at Block 13, because I don't want to go...
All right, mate. Okay, I don't know where I'm going to be yet, to be honest with you. I've not sorted tickets out yet.
Well, I'm at the back, so I can't stand in the row in front of you this time, so I'll save my head.
You're probably about 8 inches taller from last time I saw you. I won't recognise you.
I'll be the one slapping your head.
Oh, cheers, pal. Crikey, I'll snap.
Stay online anyway, Capo, and join in.
Yeah, join in. Okay, just like Blue Hobbit to know that I've got his result, his predictions and his and also Docco's. Hobber's going for 4-1 to Blues with 14,600. Docco 3-0 to Blues 14,420.
And his prize is on the way.
Okay, yes, we haven't.
It's on the way.
So, right, are on the
We've
way
got a new
now.
prize now.
And the new prize is
The new prize is a limited edition Tilton Talk t-shirt.
right. Okay, all right. Okay, so all you got to do is guess that within 500 and get the score right. And that's it. Simple as. And if we get 2 winners, will we be dishing 2 t-shirts out?
Yeah, why not?
Well, yeah, there you go.
Why not?
2 t-shirts.
Well, we limited then, wasn't it?
Yeah. Okie dokie. Right, okay. What have we got here, Christopher? It's coming up. All right.
Well, the Birmingham City fans made Lee Clark. The majority of his squad was assembled by him. There we go.
The squad may have been assembled by him, but he didn't
They
gel
weren't
it together,
performing
did he?
under him, were
No.
they? So.
I think the thing was, we were actually seeing. I've said it before. We actually under him. We quite often seemed like a team that was only 2 steps away from becoming a good team. Almost, we're only 1 step away from becoming a bloody.
Well, we were a poor team. We were a very poor team.
The thing was, I remember like the games in the run up to his departure. We were actually playing well in spells of most of them. The problem was we couldn't do it for 90 minutes. Remember, we had that spell. We kept going in front at half time.
Yeah.
We kept getting pegged back and losing or drawing, which is, I think it was a Lee Clark statement, which is a bit silly really, because games don't last for 45 minutes. He said if games lasted for the first 45 minutes, we'd have been third in the league, which is all well and good, but games don't last for 45 minutes. And
show was 59% win percentage, wasn't it? That
Yeah.
you kept going on about at Spurs. Yeah, you get ridiculed for if you keep trying to build yourself up as much as you can, but the fans aren't there. The fans know themselves what's going on. So.
His fans are savvy nowadays, aren't they? More savvy than certainly back in Chris's day. And with with social media, everybody's a news reporter now, aren't they? As well, so
he just couldn't get it quite right.
And he didn't get it right, and maybe he should have walked after the Bolton game and said, "Look, I can't do it." Yeah. And then,
but then again, maybe he could. Well, maybe he just thought that after that, he'd get in his own team, whatever budget it was, even if it was limited, and it may be a bit different. Obviously, we started struggling again, and you could tell visibly how much it was actually affecting him, and I think that was affecting the way he was managing the team.
But another thing, though, right? We've just gone on a 7-game run. Was it 7 or 9? Without winning one. Right? Okay, that's under Gary Rowett. Gary Rowett's, Rowett's revolution, etc. And we've gone 9 without winning one. Certainly here, and for all the people that I see, okay, we were getting a little bit touchy a week or so ago. A few of them having a pop, this and the other. But on the whole, the fans have stayed very, very loyal to Gary Rowett and have. Spoken and tweeted more positive things than what was happening under Lee.
Probably because the way Chris said, probably the way he does come across, it reassures a lot of people.
Yeah.
Possibly the way Lee Clark used to come across didn't reassure people, but
I think in the first year or so, the majority of the fans were behind Clark as well, even when things weren't going well. For his first season or two. First season and a half, I think that the majority of the fans were behind him. It's only towards the end of last season and the start of this season that it just became too much for most of the fans.
But I do think that the majority of the fans also recognise, what limitations he had. Restrictions that he had put on him. Obviously, no money.
And these are still the same limitations that Rowett is working under as well. And this poor squad that Clark had is still the same squad that Rowett is dealing with. So
just on that though, not to keep on defending that, but do you not think that Lee Clark actually he'd never had the money that seems to be made available to Rowett to get these loan signings in? For example, from what I can gather last summer, we could never have afforded any of the 3 ones that Rowett's brought in. It just seems a little bit. I don't know where we found the money.
Possibly. He did have a lot of loan signings though, Clark. But a lot of them were
from
wasted.
What I gather, we weren't paying for them, or we weren't.
We were also paying Zigic's wages at those.
We were paying Zigic, but even when Zigic went last summer, even when Zigic went last summer, we were still. Lee Clark, from what you could tell,
I think he spent a lot of that money on Donaldson.
But to be fair, that was a good bit of business.
It turns out now that that was quite good.
But he had the £5 a week ceiling now. I know Dyer smashes that.
Blue Marvel makes a good point though about what I was talking about a minute ago. Under Rowett, we hadn't won for 9 yet. We hadn't lost for 6 on the bounce, which is that's like 6 points that we took off those games at least. Yeah, so
it's a bit more solid. We're not getting battered. I mean, even the Brighton and Ipswich games, we kept getting ourselves back in the game.
Yeah.
we weren't really. I think the only time we've been battered was Derby, and
we were.
they were quality on the day.
They didn't batter us in terms of the score. We were very, very poor against Millwall.
Yeah,
we were
yeah,
desperate.
yeah.
And that was one of the.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that.
That was absolutely abysmal.
Yeah.
Well, let's take this Wednesday sort of like that doesn't happen again because
Yeah.
I think this is now the last night game, is it? Last home night game.
I think there's one more
Is there one more?
Tuesday.
I don't know.
Start of April, I think.
We'll have a look in a minute. Okay, on Skype now with us we've got the one and only Easter Bunny, aka Doco. Greetings, mate.
Hello! How are you all?
Unfortunately, I can see your picture.
Okay.
Hey?
I can't see your picture.
I'll put the camera on.
I keep out the way of cameras, mate.
Do you like the shirt, Nick?
Do I what? Sorry.
Do you like the shirt?
No, you can't see.
I can't see it
the
at the minute.
picture
No,
of
it's
the shirt. No, you can't see.
I can't see.
How did England get on yesterday?
I got beat. Why? Why didn't you just use Google? Huh? Either that or watch the game. You did watch it, didn't you, Doco?
Yes, I watched it.
Well, then why are you asking me how England got on yesterday if you watched it? Did you not watch the
Yes.
ending? They're quite crucial then, aren't they?
I'm Steve Flippant.
Yeah, what nationality are you this week, dude?
Hey?
What nationality are you this week?
I'm Irish this week.
You're Irish this week.
Congratulations.
Are you going to the game tomorrow, young man?
No, unfortunately I can't. I've had a bad chest infection.
Yeah.
But I'm going to the Huddersfield match. I'd like to go on Wednesday because I was promised that I could guard the dressing room door for half time on Wednesday.
And you would, wouldn't you?
I would. I'd bring him down before he got off the pitch.
No,
So I'd make sure I'd padlock that dressing room door on Wednesday.
So you wouldn't shake his hand then and greet him and say welcome to St Andrews?
Yeah.
No?
So, Doco, would you not have cheered him on the pitch?
Hey?
Would you not give him a round of applause as he came on?
I tell you what, I'd be bloody booing, mate.
Really? Is that an absolute?
That would be an absolute. I'd be thrown out in 5 minutes because I'd turn the air blue.
I take it you didn't like his managerial style then?
As you know, I have mentioned it to you before.
Never seen it before, mate. Never seen it.
I was never a fan of Mr. Clark's.
Was that as a manager or as a person as well, Doco?
I don't know what he was like as a person, but as a manager, I just thought he was inept with his team tactics. He kept playing silly systems all the time.
He got his team tactics right when we played him up there.
Eh?
He got his team tactics right when we played him up there.
Well, yeah, first time ever, but we all knew that was going to happen, Nick. We all knew. But Rowett, he's got a good. He never played Shinny, and Rowett's come in and he's playing Shinny week in, week out, and Shinny's blossomed. And yet he bought Shinny, Lee Clark, and he never played the man.
Shinny-ester.
Yeah, the Shinny-ester. And I tell you what, I really am pleased that Gary Rowett is our manager. He's a good, like I said last week, he's a good young manager, and I think that he's doing a good job. All right, we've had a couple, but I expected that. We can't win week in, week out. And I tell you what, I'm glad we won't go up this season.
Oh, yeah, it would be a bit...
We belongs to the slaughter, and anyhow, we wouldn't get a local derby next year if we did go up. You know what I mean?
Are you going to be joining in the relegation party?
Oh, I will. I have. By the way, Nick, I've planned my. I'm in the. At the moment, I've got words with you, Nat, as well, calling me a bloody. What was it, janitor at my old school? I'll tell you what, next time I see you in the roost, you better start hiding.
Are you buying him a beer then as well?
What did I call it?
Janitor.
Karen's janitor.
Yeah.
And it will be a very pleasant surprise for you. But, yeah, I'll be joining in the relegation party, lads. You won't stop me coming to that one. But can I just say something first, serious like?
Yes.
I'm doing a collection on Saturday for the Mary Curie in Solihull. I've been there today. I've been there on volunteer business, and I will be collecting outside Touchwood Court by the bus stops in Solihull between 11 and 1. So if anybody's in there, pop along and just put a quid in the box and I'll give you a daffodil.
Oh, nice one, mate.
Good stuff.
So,
Yeah,
yeah.
Docker, you've now officially had the clap off the sports radio team.
Well, I hope not. I'll be on the orange juice for 16 weeks.
Okay, just repeat again where you're going to be and at what time.
Between 11 and 1 in Solihull Town Centre by Touchwood Court.
Brilliant.
I should probably be there.
Can't go into court, but I'll be outside Touchwood Court.
Fantastic.
But,
You're going down, are you, Chris, there?
I probably would. Well, we're all shopping now.
Do you?
Yeah. So I might pop in. I'll pop in.
There you go.
Yeah, but-
Socko, listen to this.
Oh, he's giving me
What?
some money.
There you go, there's a quid on the table. You got
There
your
you go.
first one.
Thanks, Nick. It's my
Pleasure.
birthday Sunday as well.
Is it?
It's what on
My
Sunday?
birthday. My birthday.
Yeah, 21, aren't you?
Yeah, 21.
Happy St David's Day for yesterday as well, mate, by the way.
Oh, thank you very much.
All the best.
And
Well,
For the Welsh.
I'm Irish.
nice one.
Docker, good to talk to you. Good luck with the collection, my friend. Hope you get rakes in. And
Oh, yeah. And it's Ruth's birthday on the 17th, which is a double celebration for me this year.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, she would have been 56 this year, so...
Okay.
But, do you want to hear me song?
Are you? Oh, hang on.
Well, we got a choice.
Oof, golly.
Oh, I'll sing it to you now.
Go on,
He
then.
puts the left back in, he takes a forward out. In, out, he moves them all about. He don't know what he's doing, it's the Lee Clark way. That's what it's all about. Whoa, the drunken Geordie. Whoa, the drunken Geordie. Whoa, the drunken Geordie. Lee Clark, Clark's out.
Thank you very much for that, mate. Oh, golly. Don't give up the day job, will you, mate?
No, please.
I thought you'd like that.
Oh dear me. Well,
Speechless.
I'm stuttering. I don't know what to
my
say.
God.
about that one. Well, thanks for Doco for Skyping. Anybody else wants to Skype in, then you can put it on the shout box, and the Skype name is Chris.
SRB Radio.
SRB Radio. It's as easy as that, mate.
Yeah.
So that means now that if I have engine trouble again or whatever, at least I'll be able to Skype in, and it's a lot better quality now. So well done for Chris and Doco for sorting the gremlins out on that one today. And that there is the money for the bracelets.
Oh, well done.
Okay, that's cool. Have we got anything on the shout box we can chunter about? Okay. Anyone remember the Huddersfield away with the King and Zigic on the bench? Yes, that was
Yeah.
We to be fair, all I'd say we nearly won that game.
Hey?
We're about a minute away from winning that game.
we
Was
didn't.
that the 1-1?
Yeah,
I think it was 1-1,
Was that
wasn't it?
what we drew? They pegged us back. They scored in like the 93rd minute. 1-1. I think
Yeah.
Adam Hamill scored.
Yeah.
The thing is, I remember that. I remember around that time. That was around the new year of 2013. 2013. Because Zigic and King were both injured for a spell. I think he had to play Redmond and Morris. We actually played a lot better football. We couldn't score to save our bloody lives, but the way I actually played generally was actually a lot better because we had pace up front rather than staticness. I mean, I just remember that there were mitigating circumstances to why he did place Zigic and King on the bench. Probably just thought, you know what, give the kids who've actually given a go.
The thing is for me now is Lee Clark isn't our manager anymore. I have no affinity to him whatsoever. The only reason I had an affinity to the guy was because he was manager of Birmingham City Football Club, and he wore the blue and white tie, so to speak. Lee Clark is not Birmingham City manager. Gary Rowe is, and I give Gary 100% of my time and effort and support. That's it from me.
When do we reckon he's going to resign as Blackpool manager? You reckon it'll be after the Blues game if they get panned? I can't.
If we can give him a 5 or a
honestly
6 beating, then I can see him.
Really?
Yeah.
Obviously,
Can you see another championship club or higher taking him on?
No.
So, in essence, really, from his point of view, if I was in his shoes, I don't see the.
But then again,
the intelligence in resigning.
Then again, if he presides over much worse at Blackpool, he won't even be getting a League One or League Two club taking him on.
Possibly.
But you can. I don't know if you've heard the comments he's making this week, but it's like very similar to the sort of comments he was making towards the end of the times at Blues. He basically sounds like a desperate man.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
And I think
you
it's
can see that in him.
It is. You know, the guy has actually got. Yeah, I don't know. Has he got something about him? I don't know because of the.
But if you were that worried, if you were that filled with worry, in the way that he seems to come across, you wouldn't have taken that Blackpool job. I mean, come on, realistically, what was he think? Did he honestly think that he was going to be so good for Blackpool that he'd keep them up?
I actually think he was. I actually think he does. I think he's got that sort of thing where he has that sort of like blind confidence.
I'm sorry then, but you can't feel sorry
the other day, wasn't he?
You can't feel sorry for him when you see him downbeat in an interview. Then because
no.
You know, there's blind confidence, and then there's just pure, I don't know, stupidity, ignorance, whatever. But there was no way that they were going to stay up this season. They had 8 players on the day of the first game of the season.
I know. I mean, anyone else could see that, but he has that sort of blind optimism. Like, it's probably why he stayed at Blues for so long.
So why is he so shocked that it worked out? I don't know why
because he had the blind optimism. He thought he could turn it around. Obviously,
he comes across as so shocked and upset that things aren't going well. When really, there's nothing Jose Mourinho could have done at Blackpool. Never mind Lee Clark.
No.
But there was also people in this very studio, making comments that there was nothing that Alex Ferguson and or Jose Mourinho could do at Blues with that squad of players. The squad of players are the same squad of players, apart from 3. Pretty much the same squad. And he's turned it round and he's done it. Yeah, I'm goosebumps. Yeah, look, I can't wait for Wednesday. Hopefully, by the time Wednesday comes, the goosebumps will be even bigger because the Villa will be even nearer the drop. I'm horrible, aren't I? I'm horrible. Right, apologies for the slight break in communications there.
Yeah, sorry about that.
You've had some new internet.
I've had a new internet, all singing, all dancing internet.
That doesn't work.
Doesn't sing, doesn't dance. No, so apologies for that. It was about 3 minutes, I think we were off. So it's all been recorded.
It's the Lee Clark of routers.
It's going to get you kicking later.
How long you had it installed?
About 4 days.
That's the trouble. Is it takes about 10 days to settle down sometimes. So.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah.
So you're an expert. So.
Yeah. So by next week we should have a complete.
I forgot you got your pat testing.
I can bring that for you. Yeah.
Get it pat tested.
I'm dear, but I'm good. Think about it then. This time next week, we could be in a position. We could be. I know I'm a speculative kind of guy. Yeah. Where we've beaten Blackpool.
You going for the playoffs again?
No. Playoffs are out. Where we've beaten Blackpool.
Yeah.
All right. The Villa have been tonked by the Baggies twice.
Yeah.
And who have we got on Saturday?
Derby.
And we've
don't even
Derby.
go there.
We've done
Don't
Derby.
even go there.
Why not?
Done Derby.
We used to have a very good record at Derby.
They come to our place and destroyed us.
They did, yeah. But
mind you, I read today. They are without Chris Martin and Darren Bent. They haven't got either of their main strikers.
So we could be. We could actually start the relegation party next Monday. We could.
It's a bit too. Just start.
I'll tell you what. All right. No. I'll take that on the chin. I'll take that on the chin.
First show in April.
Could I possibly at least gather a guest list together next Monday?
If you want to start, If you want to start.
You'll be pretty busy if it does happen, so you might as well get it started.
Because if you get it wrong,
I know.
You might have to wear out the Town Hall if we're going to have a show to celebrate them going down.
I think that's what we should do. Or a pub out. Do it live from a pub.
Like the Conservative Club or
They'll do it. They'll do it all day long. Yeah.
Well, just get it in the roost on a match.
Get it in the Holt.
Go from the Holt.
What better place to enjoy their relegation than outside their main stand?
I actually said that to someone, if they're about to go down and their game's on the telly, I'm tempted to go drinking the whole time and watch it.
The Con Club's in Chelmsley Wood, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not their territory.
Nah,
is it?
it's the heart of.
We could, you know. Okay, all right. We've got that.
Well, we've got a gig on there on the 20th. Is that too? That's too.
20th of
March.
Too early.
Too early. Yeah.
Sorry, too early.
Yeah, too early. But we can test it out.
I'm thinking of bringing some kit over and making some noise and playing some songs, having some tunes, and a bit of laugh.
So are we inviting the Albion fans as well? Because they'll be just as desperate to see him.
No.
Can I just say the Con Club is an excellent.
It knocked us out of the cup.
Got some good sound system. Mate.
Can I also say, Chris, thanks to the Conservative Club for retweeting our tweets, and they always do. So.
Oh, crikey!
Nice
people,
fantastic
friends
people.
of the show. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Went up and met them on last Thursday. Yeah, people at the Con Club. Yeah, really nice people.
And
fantastic.
Also the new TV people in Birmingham started following me on Twitter as well.
Yes. And I went up there as well last week with the wife. And,
yes, because we didn't want to say anything about that a couple of weeks ago.
We had a chat with them and whatever. Yeah, it was good. Very interesting.
Right. Okay. Where's the studio?
The studios are in Warsaw, in a school in Warsaw.
In a school in Warsaw?
Yeah. In school. That's where the studios are.
Very good.
There you go.
And they stream via the internet, do they?
No, they're on. They are actually on Freeview channel 8, I believe.
Channel 8,
8 or 6. I think it's 8. Channel 8, and it is on the internet. And they're going to be on Virgin later in July.
Oh, blimey. Nice. So it's just a Birmingham channel.
Yeah, just a Birmingham channel. Yeah.
It's like Manchester has one.
That's right, yeah.
I think it's the same company. That sort of thing. I know that's actually quite popular.
We don't care.
Yeah.
I know, but it's just the same sort of idea. It could work.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. They're doing a lot for the local unsigned bands as well, which is good. Fantastic.
Well, obviously, Gabby will be...
oh, yes.
I love them.
Yeah.
He was ranting. I'm just going to go right off football.
Oh, he always rants.
Ranting about The Voice the other night.
I
nearly got into a Twitter argument with
it's
him.
my guilty pleasure, The Voice. I do like The Voice.
Isn't everybody on The Voice an unsigned band or an unsigned artist?
They've got to be.
Right, okay.
I think there is like suggestions that they do hoist certain people in. Like,
they've had old.
Listen, it's TV.
Yeah.
It's TV, of course. I wouldn't put it past them. Anyway, looking forward to Wednesday night, 7:45 kick-off. Blues Blackpool, return of Lee Clark, and this new guy Tesh.
I'm quite excited.
Do you think he'll start?
I think he will. I think the fact that he's moved so quickly to bring him in after Gleeson sent off
swift, hasn't it? Yeah.
Has been swift. I reckon that means he's in line to start. And I think now you can kind of tell that Rowie ain't got much faith in Callum Riley's prospects as a midfielder.
Do you think then that Gary Rowett had a quick word with Gleeson before the game, says, "Well, get yourself a red, mate, on so you can help me get another player."
No, I don't.
Thing is,
I don't think he's that clever.
Thing is with Gleeson is that it was the long-haired geezer, and they were going at each other all game.
Yeah.
Rowie, looking back, probably could have done with actually taking him off, because they were chopping at each other.
Yeah.
I think there was a throw-in. I think midway through the second half there was a throw. I can't remember which way the throw-in actually went, but they were going at each other by the hoardings. I was thinking Gleeson looked like he was about to lose it, and then lo and behold, he stamps on the same geezer. But I think now the one thing I saw it in the pub on the way here, as if he's signing Robert Tesh so suddenly after Gleeson gets sent off, like it probably says a lot about Callum Riley's future at the club in that he probably don't really have one now.
Possibly.
Which is a bit of a shame, because he's a local lad. You'd like to see them do well, but I can't see him featuring much more anymore.
Yeah.
Docco doesn't rate Gleeson. Docco's going Derby. When he's saying 3-1, we always put the home score first, Docco, so that I take it you're saying that Derby are going to win.
We're going Derby.
We're just going to do Derby now. Docco on that one. 3 Derby away. 3-1 22,565 22,565.
Pretty low.
That's low.
Chris.
Yeah, we'll go on. We'll score 3-1 Derby.
You're going 3-1.
Yeah.
No,
sorry, I'll go 2-1 Derby. And 30,800.
30,800. Nat.
You know, we've got a decent. We used to have a very, very good record there. We got a draw there last year against the run of play. I reckon we probably get another one. I'm going to go for another 1-1. And I reckon because we'll take about 2,000-3,000 up there. There'll probably be about 30,000 in the ground. So 1-1, 30,000 in the ground.
1-1, 30,000. Chris,
I'm going to go for 2-0 Derby.
2-0.
And I'm going to go for 27,350.
27,350. Me.
Here we go.
No. A cheeky 1-0 to Blues. A cheeky one, this one. Right, just a cheeky.
That is cheeky.
Alright, a cheeky 1-0. A cheeky
Definition
1-0.
of cheeky.
28,943.
Who's scoring Messi after we've got him online?
You never know. You never know.
Capo, are you still online?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, give us your prediction.
Well, I reckon it's Blues derby. Anything can happen. So I reckon 3-2 to Blues. The attendance 29,785.
Cheers, buddy. Do you go to away games, Capo, at all?
I do go to some of them, but not all.
Will you be there Saturday, Nick? It's quite close to you.
Pink is crossed. Yes, pink is crossed. Don't think I've got any late work on, early work on Saturday evening, but I can get home pretty. It's only 15 minutes to get home anyway. So 8:38. So yeah. And thanks for Blue Hobber, 28,855 2-2. Got that one down. Capo got yours. And you and me, Capo, the only ones that are keeping the faith, with a little sprinty one going.
Yeah, we're going to do it. But we need to stay in the Championship because I'm quite looking forward to the derby next season.
Don't get carried away. Don't get carried, please. Don't get carried away.
All right.
Can't wait to play Walsall.
Yeah.
We'll have this discussion off air then.
Yeah.
I don't want to be held to my word.
I don't know whether. I mean, I'm going at the end of March. Yeah, I'm going. It's
March,
3
isn't it?
weeks away. Yeah, it should be a good day out.
Now, with all this, with this, we've only got 5 or 7 minutes left. With this speculation going around about the potential sale of the football club, I'm not going to sort of like say will it won't it, because we know that at some point something's going to happen. What are your feelings that Gary Rowett? What do you think Gary Rowett could do with a stash of cash? Do you think he would?
It'd be lethal.
The types of players that have got more.
It's a different role, isn't it? He's got a different role to play them. After being used to being in the lower leagues with little money for so long, if he was suddenly handed 10 million, it'd be interesting to see who he did actually go for, and because he's got no experience of the higher leagues, he's just got the experience of the lower leagues.
Got no experience of spending.
No,
Yeah.
Spending.
Yeah.
If you're looking at people like Derby and Middlesbrough who can buy internationally renowned players, and he's got no experience of that, but.
Read what Doug Freeman has said about Tesh, and says hopefully, I've missed that now, it's just gone off online. Hopefully he can come back and fight for his place.
So
He's had I think
he's going to be written off by Forest. If he comes back, if he plays well for us, then
I think he's had a contract this summer though. So if he does well here, then there's nothing stopping him staying.
And Blue Hobber's making an interesting point. New owners may want new management.
But surely you'd think because Hobber's just put that. Surely it should be the case of if these owners are coming in and they've got the best interest in the club, well, our past references to new owners haven't been the best, but surely if these new ones, they do sound hopeful, and they really do, from what I've heard and that, but surely they should want the best interest of the club, and the best interest is to give Gary Rowett some money, see what he can do, and if that doesn't work out, then obviously we need to change, but don't change it until you don't want to fix something that isn't broken.
True, but
the club unfortunately is slightly broken though, isn't it? I mean, it's like
sometimes
but Gary Rowett
you will get owners who just want to bring in their own man from the day one.
I mean, go on this one then. What if the owners are like loaded, seriously loaded, like Man City loaded? Yeah,
they ain't going to come for us.
They're going to want second city, the big name and all that. Then people up the road getting smaller. Tables are turning. As I said in my opening.
We ain't even got the new owners yet. You're talking about the tables turning.
Wouldn't you love the tables to turn?
Who are they going to go for? What you saying?
Everyone would love the tables to turn.
45,000 seater stadium against 30. European Cup against nothing.
£64 to get in.
It's not £64 to get in there, for goodness sake.
Like if we get new owners and we have a 45,000 seater stadium and we start competing like the big boys do.
Yeah. You won't be coming down from Derby to pay £64 to get in.
No, 20's plenty.
Just a quick one.
Yeah,
if we've got time. I watched, not exactly Blues related, but England related. I watched the Capital One Cup final on Sunday. Carling Cup final on Sunday. And John Terry is England's best centre half by a country mile. And just wonder whether people would be more than happy to see him back in an England shirt if he was offered. If he was called and asked to come back in.
Don't see the problem. I doubt he'd do it though.
You think he wouldn't come back if he was asked?
No, I think he's.
I think he'd jump on it.
I think he was probably hacked off with the way it all ended.
Yeah.
I don't think he would.
I see similarities with Peterson, the saga in the cricket.
What does he know?
34, I think, Terry. But if you think we've got a European Championships in France next year, where he could be playing alongside his teammate in Cahill, or he could be playing alongside John Stones, or that Dio who played for Spurs yesterday, I thought was pretty impressive in the first half. It's that old wise head for those young players in a major tournament. It might be beneficial to them.
I just want to throw it out there. He signed a new 2-year contract at a massive club this week. Tyler Blackett could be in those European Championship squads. Tyler Blackett could be England's centre half, which is like
that's worrying, isn't it?
Come on, even Lee Clark didn't start Tyler Blackett.
Yeah.
Gordon Bennett. No, get flipping John Terry back. In fact, get Bobby Moore out from the dead. You know what I mean? If we're going to play Tyler Blackett.
Yeah. Well. There you go. Almost time, lovelies. And
I'm getting texts regarding Connie Talbot. Who was the person who sang that half time?
Do I need to have a write up? Should we publish a write up? Let's do that then. As I said, we should get her in within the next couple of weeks anyway. So anyone who's interested, it should be on Channel K in a couple of weeks.
Brilliant.
Is she from Brum, Capo?
She's from the outskirts of Brum.
Okay.
She's a yam. She's a yam, isn't she?
She is a yam, just like me.
Just like.
Never mind.
Well, what can I say? There we go. That rings a bell. I know.
Whoa.
Yeah, apologies for the little break in the middle.
Considering you had no planning for it as well.
I had no notes. No notes.
Who needs a plan?
It must have taken me nearly on an hour to write that.
More do you listen to it sometimes? You people wouldn't believe it was a script, would they?
No.
Especially when Doco's in.
Christmas.
At least you'd have a cleaner if Doco comes in.
A janitor.
Yeah.
Right, lovelies, thanks for listening. We're well over the 14,000 downloads now from Sports Radio. That's amazing. Keep it up. Keep downloading. Play it tomorrow. Listen back. Keep the numbers ticking over. It's been an absolute pleasure. Looking forward to Wednesday. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I'm looking forward to Saturday. I'm looking forward to bread. I'm looking forward to this week. Good night. God bless. Thanks, Nat Peters. Thanks, Chris Pugh. Thanks, Mrs. Brown. Thanks, Capo, Doco, and Chris Mitchell from Birmingham Fan Talk. This has been the Tilton, GA, of course, yeah. And this has been the Tilton Talk Show. Thanks, guys. See you all next week. Take care and keep right on to the end of that road.
Ringing all around. Now all you blue boys know what we mean. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day.